One local man with stage 5 kidney failure is asking the community's help with donating an organ.
Chuck Vaughn is better known as the Balloon Man, flying his hot air balloon over Jacksonville for nearly 40 years. News4JAX reporter Brittany Muller sat down with Chuck Vaughn, a Jacksonville native who calls Craig Airport his home.
Known as the Balloon Man.
Checking the oil. We have 6 quarts in that.
You may have seen this familiar sight. Chuck Vaughn has been flying his hot air balloon and plane over Jacksonville for nearly 40 years.
You've got the downtown, you've got the river, you got the west side, you got the beaches. Always, you make sure all of your mechanical's working.
Vaughn has dedicated his life to aviation and is with the Civil Air Patrol helping teach the next generation.
I'm a big kid. I play with airplanes and hot air balloons. I try to take life not too seriously.
But as much fun as you have, you are dealing with some very serious issues going
Exactly, yeah. I've had medical issues since I was 14 years old.
Nearly 10 years ago, Vaughn got a bad case of food poisoning, landing him in the hospital for 21 days to get his kidneys restarted. But they only restarted partially. When Vaughn first became ill in 2008, he was receiving 8 of these IV solution bags every month. And now it's become so dire that he's receiving 16 of these bags each week.
My kidneys are progressively getting to the point where they are not functioning.
With previous medical issues, dialysis is not an option. Now with stage 5 kidney failure, he's now in need of a lift from the community. Vaughn is looking for an O-blood kidney donor that may be willing to help, as he hopes he can continue to fly high with the community's help.
But you see the earth rolling out underneath you like a carpet. The city is so incredibly beautiful.
Brittany Muller, Channel 4, the local station.
According to the National Kidney Foundation, many people who need an organ transplant can't get them because of the shortage of donations. Since posting this story online, we're told that 6 people have already come forward asking if they could be a donor.
Hundreds of firefighters from Massachusetts and around the country gathered to honor a fallen firefighter.
Coming up, the tributes for a husband and father who died, saving fellow firefighters. But first, Weather Authority meteorologist Danielle Giuliano takes a look at your forecast.
We reached a high of 62 degrees today. Yes, we made it into the 60s. That's going to continue throughout the week. We're also going to see more sunshine. I'll detail it out in just a few minutes.
News4JAX, coverage that won't waste your time. A few bucks for a shot at a fortune might seem like a good idea until you lose. But before you try your luck again, News4JAX is following the money, revealing real lotto strategies that really work.
48 wins, $70,000. You guys done pretty well.
Uncovering the top 3 games making local families richer. Plus, the list of stores near you where the most local people have beat the odds. Monday starting at 5 on News4JAX.
At Hertz, we know that a change of scenery shouldn't mean a change in standards. That's why, thanks to you, we're rated #1 in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power.
Surprise! A new Buick?
To James, from James.
Hey, is this a new Buick? I Secret Santed myself.
I shouldn't have. I have been very good this year.
I love it. I love it.
This year turned Black Friday into Buick Friday, all month long. Current eligible non-GM owners and lessees get 22% below MSRP on most 2019 Encore models. That's just over $5,900 below MSRP on this 2019 Encore Preferred.
Oh, I'm glad you found it.
Oh, we were just happy to get some time away.
You're the first couple to try our new bed and breakfast bundle. It's bed and breakfast in the same room. You wake up to the smell of coffee and bacon, made by a private chef, right there.
So we're sleeping in the kitchen.
Well, I'm sure you'll write it better than that for the review.
Stuck in a bad bundle? Get a great one. Bundle AT&T Fiber and DirecTV and get a $100 reward card. Limited availability may not be in your area. Call 1-877, only ATT.
When Lord and Lady Grantham come to call, you offer them gracious hospitality. Biltmore is honored to welcome Downton Abbey, the exhibition, in a setting that couldn't be more fitting. Relive the story, experience the house, and explore the fashion of 2 great families. Reserve your tickets now
The tools of a RE/MAX agent. The flying camera. The mobile app. The automated alert. The experience, the tools, the know-how. That's the sign of a RE/MAX agent.
Loved ones and fellow firefighters honor a man killed in the line of duty. A community just outside of Boston gathered to honor the husband and father of 3 just hours before the family planned to leave for a Disney vacation. David Daniels has the latest on the veteran firefighter being hailed a hero for saving his colleagues.
A fallen firefighter honored by his community.
Today begins 2 days of remembrance as we continue to mourn the loss of Lieutenant Jason Menard.
Killed in the line of duty and now hailed a hero, Lieutenant Jason Menard sacrificed his life to save his fellow firefighters.
Lieutenant Menard heroically and selflessly saved his crew.
Menard, a member of the Worcester Fire Department since 2010, was with his crew on the top floor of a 3-story building when the fire grew too dangerous. Officials said he led a probationary firefighter to the stairs before returning to help firefighter Christopher Pace escape through a 3rd-floor window. Lieutenant Menard was left surrounded by flames, unable to escape.
Without him, Chris would not be here. He would not be here with the son. He would not be here with my sister, who is expecting her second. So it's hard.
Officials said Pace remains hospitalized but in good spirits.
His condition is stable. He does have a long road to recovery.
Family and friends will gather for Menard's funeral and burial on Monday. Firefighters from around Massachusetts will lead a procession through Worcester in his honor. I'm David Daniel reporting.
The Port of Brunswick reopens to one-way traffic. It follows the Golden Ray cargo ship that capsized and remains in the St. Simon Sound. Ships will need to pass one at a time since response teams are still working to remove the Golden Ray. The New York Times also had a feature story on the cleanup efforts this weekend. Some fishermen are concerned that their charter business could be impacted by the spring. In early September, the Golden Ray caught on fire, then capsized. More than 4,200 cars remain in the cargo hold. We put all our Georgia news into one place for you to read. It's news4georgia.com. There's also a Georgia section of the News4Jax app. Plus, you can join our dedicated Facebook group. Look for News4 Georgia. We have more than 700 members.
Our 5 powerful radar sweeps pinpoint exactly when weather will hit your neighborhood, hours before it happens. Channel 4 is the weather authority.
Again, here we are starting off with some chilly temperatures out there. Let's take you hour by hour as we head into our early morning temperatures. So by 8 a.m., temperatures will be in the low 50s. You're looking at 50 degrees out there, just a few clouds. And then as you head throughout the morning, the cloud cover will clear and you're looking at temperatures around 59 degrees by 10 a.m. with a little bit more sunshine out there. And by noon, you're looking at temperatures in the mid 60s, 65 degrees. We're going to be warming things up for our Monday. Today, we reached a high around 62 degrees. Now, as we head into our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to continue to climb in temperatures back towards our seasonal average. So that is good. It's still going to be cool. This is what we consider layer weather. We're going to start off our morning on the chilly side and then warm up throughout the afternoon. So the main thing is we have a frontal system set up just to our west. It's a weak frontal system. It's not bringing much in terms of storms or rainfall, but it is bringing a little bit of cloud cover. So the clouds have moved in this evening. They're going to stick around through the overnight hours. They're going to keep our temperatures in the upper 40s, low 50s through the overnight hours. So on the chilly side still, and we're going to wake up to some of this cloud cover before the frontal system really pushes on through. So let's take you hour by hour and what we can expect for that. So by tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., a little bit of that cloud cover still lingering, especially along our coastal locations there. Areas to our west, like Lake City, might be waking up to a little bit more sunshine than those of us on the East Coast. But then you head throughout your morning, and by lunchtime, the clouds have cleared. The temperatures are starting to warm up just a little bit into the upper 50s. So we're going to head into a gorgeous Monday, just starting off a little on the cloudy side. Then you head into the afternoon, 3 p.m. The clouds, the rain, everything pushed off to the east. We're dealing with gorgeous conditions here. It's going to be very fall-like as you head throughout the next few days. A little less like winter like we had this weekend here, but temperatures only in the 50s for our high. But then you head into Tuesday at 9 a.m. The clear skies continue. and so do those warmer temperatures. Tonight, though, not exactly warm. We're going to reach a low temperature in the mid-40s there. Some locations could be in the upper 40s the further south you go. 45 degrees tonight for our low, partly cloudy skies. You saw that cloud cover that's going to continue to make its way in ahead of that frontal system. It's going to stick around for early Monday morning with chilly temperatures, and then it's going to drop back, and we're going to see sunny skies throughout the afternoon. So it is going to be a bit chilly. So if you do head out, make sure to grab that jacket. So let's take you through your Monday. You're waking up on Monday. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 40s there. So it's going to be chilly around 7 a.m. You're going to want to grab that jacket on your way out the door. But layer weather, because as you head throughout the afternoon, our temperatures are going to climb into the upper 60s. Yes, you can ditch the winter coat and go with a light jacket or a sweater there. And mostly sunny skies return throughout the morning into the afternoon. A pretty gorgeous Monday, if you ask me. So 67 degrees for tomorrow, 65 on Tuesday. Check out our rain chances. You have a slight chance tomorrow morning. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we are dry, gorgeous, and fall-like, climbing back to our seasonal average in the low 70s before rain returns into our forecast next weekend with temperatures still on the mild side. Remember, you can always get your hour-by-hour forecast on WQIK.
All right, thank you, Danielle. A daughter pays tribute to her father, a fallen soldier from the Vietnam War.
Next, we catch up with her journey decades in the making, now featured in the Jacksonville Film Festival.
More local stories from every local neighborhood. Channel 4 is the local station.
'Tis the season to mix things up in a Cadillac. Give your comfy couch a break. Take the fireplace with you. Leave the holiday party in the past. And have a not-so-silent night with 3 rows of friends. So go ahead, get 0% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 purchase allowance on a 2019 Cadillac XT4 and XT5 when you finance through GM Financial.
I bet some people watch these ads and say, that could never happen to me. I don't smoke that much, so I'm not really a smoker. Well, I didn't think I smoked that much either, but I still got oral cancer, and it came back twice. Now I have no jaw and no teeth. My tip is, if you smoke, you're a smoker, just like I was.
Quit your way. Visit tobaccofreeflorida.com.
The best way to feel love is to share it. At Jack Hanania's Subaru of Orange Park, we always go the extra mile. With bigger selection, more savings, the best service. Only Subaru of Orange Park gives you a nationwide lifetime warranty and 1-year complimentary maintenance on every new and used vehicle. Plus, when you get a new Subaru during the Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru will donate $250 to your choice of charities. Jack Hanania's Subaru of Orange Park, member of the Hanania Automotive Group.
It only takes a drop of water to cause someone to slip and fall, but it takes a lot more to prove that your injuries were the result of negligence. The store said the floor was dry, but our investigators learned that on the day of the accident, it had been raining. So the next time it rained, we went back. And guess what? Rainwater was dripping from the ceiling, exactly where our client was injured. When you're in the fight of your life, having experienced investigators is a good thing. Call Farah & Farah.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
Geico would like to take a moment to say thank you to our military service members at home and abroad for all their hard work and sacrifice. We all sleep easier knowing you're out there keeping us safe. And on a personal note, I would really just needed to get that off my chest. Thank you.
Geico, proudly supporting the military for over 75 years.
Hi, I'm Mark Brunell. And I'm David Hodges. Our daily attention to excellence is on you, our client.
The staff here calls it the Hodges difference. Lease a 2019 Mazda 3 for only $179 per month for 36 months. Or lease a 2019 Mazda CX-5 Sport for only $199 per month for 36 months.
And now, Hodges Mazda is proud to be presented with the prestigious Mazda President's Club Award, awarded to the top 50 dealers in the country.
Looks good, David.
And we can't wait to show you our all-new showroom.
Five Below has amazing gifts for $5 and below.
Everything also an owner.
You can never have too much stuff
to stuff their stockings.
You can give and give again. Five Below.
Just go.
Honoring our fallen soldiers. Well, meet Jackie Wright. Her father, Wyley Wright, was one of the first soldiers to die in the Vietnam War. His body was returned to Jacksonville and buried at Mount Olive Cemetery, but it wouldn't stay there because it was a segregated cemetery. Our cameras were there when the body was exhumed. He and his wife lay at rest at Arlington National Cemetery now. And now Jackie Wright has returned to Jacksonville to honor her father one more time through the Jacksonville Film Festival.
My own family story.
Jackie Wright's love for her father, Wyley Wright, is endless as she returns to Jacksonville to tell his story. Today, a short film will tell the story of the Wright family. Wyley Wright was one of the first men killed in 1964 in Vietnam during the war. His body was returned and put to rest at Mount Olive on Jacksonville's north side. Decades later, Jackie returned to an unkept cemetery. Wright's children were disappointed.
The minute we walked into that cemetery and we walked out, I talked to my siblings and I said, "We're moving, Daddy."
And our cameras were there as his body was removed.
Wyley Wright Jr.'s body is en route to the Arlington National Cemetery. The Wright family believes their father has earned a place of honor, so they exhumed him from the Mount Olive Cemetery, one of the segregated cemeteries of North Jacksonville.
He did not give a segregated sacrifice when he gave all of his life to the service of our country.
March 10, 2014, Wyley Wright and his wife were buried at Arlington National Cemetery.
As a courageous man.
Years later, Wright traveled to Vietnam to find out where her father lived during the war and found the compound named after him and another soldier. It's called the Shannon Wright Compound.
Shannon Wright Compound was named after our father.
With each journey, she decided to honor her father's life again, this time through the Jacksonville Film Festival. She created a short film about her father's life and burial at Arlington National Cemetery. The story was for fallen soldiers and their families.
You will prepare their heart. So I just think thought the film was important for people to start looking at what happens when you lose a loved one. It is important to express their grief in order for them to heal and move on.
Today, Wright and her siblings have found peace in honoring their father, a soldier, a Purple Heart recipient, and a husband, a man who deserved to be honored for his ultimate sacrifice. And Wright said that she also hopes that this short film will remind city officials that the cemeteries in northern Jacksonville need to be renovated and brought up to the standards they were previously. She wrote them a letter this week, and she's waiting to hear back from the city.